It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll see the Barons burner at wide receiver, closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year. It's the Barons and the Texans, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Brooklyn Barons and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, our visitors, they come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be fielded inside the 5. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. It's going the other way. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. So that a nightmarish start to a football game as they give the ball away on the opening kickoff.
And they put their defense in a bind right away. They have to go into protect mode.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Barons go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
No problem there on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
Throwing to start the drive. Brewer firing quickly here, and that's complete. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. From the gun on 3rd down. Brewer. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Brewer. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Looking to throw. Brewer. Going right side here, and that's complete. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. That'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On now is the punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll begin by running the option. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. On 2nd down, Woodard. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. On 3rd down, Brewer. And that will be incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way. Out
comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they'll take over here following the interception with a chance to tie the ball game. It's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Brewer. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 25. On 2nd down now. Woodard. And he stopped immediately there. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Woodard, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. Now the ball comes loose. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Holding. Defense.
So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 2nd and 9 now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little game there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the 1st thanks to a flashy little spin move.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Second and 5. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's got room. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Barons go up by 2 touchdowns. So 2 touchdowns for him on the ground in this first half, and that one a thing of beauty.
And just like his last touchdown run, we saw him be patient. How about his vision where he's able to identify where the opening was? And then how about the escort right down the field all the way to the end zone from his blockers?
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And a pretty little juke move there, but not a ton to show for it afterwards as he's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it?
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Barons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, you talk about just coming in and completely seizing momentum. They can go up 21-0 here. We haven't even hit halftime.
And the other part of this, you can start to feel the unrest here in the stadium. I think these fans are saying, what hit us? And this isn't about fantasy points. This is about rooting their team on.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it is now 21-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Houston set to take over. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second